Homes torn apart.
You look inside these houses and you see people's lives. It's open to the world now.
And entire lives scattered across the community.
Seen some tornadoes, but I've never seen devastation like this before.
But through the devastation,
We were going to try to help a lady inside of a house, because her inside of her roof fell down.
the community is coming together.
People look out for each other here.
Picking up the pieces and protecting each other in their darkest moments.
You loot, we shoot.
Live, the news you count on. NBC2 News at 11.
That's a Colt 45 that they'll be meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Times of tragedy bring out the best and the worst in people. NBC2 cameras spotted this man climbing into someone's house and helping himself to whatever was inside. Now neighbors and deputies are out in force making sure that doesn't happen again. Thank you for counting on NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Brenna Wyke. NBC2 is bringing you team coverage from the areas hit hardest by tornadoes. NBC2's Zach Barrett is talking with people working to pick up the pieces. But first, let's head out to Gage Goulding, live in the Century 21 mobile home community. Gage, why are looters targeting this area?
Yeah, Brenna, that's because there's three magic ingredients really that create this perfect cocktail for criminals. First, let's talk about the obvious, all of this hanging scrap metal, even some laying on the ground, and someone could just roll through, snag this up, and create a fortune. Next, take a look down the street here. The electricity is on. You can see there are a few lights on, but many of these homes, they're destroyed without any lights on, and it creates this kind of cover for darkness for would-be criminals. And speaking of these homes, as we take a look, they're absolutely destroyed, many of them unlivable whatsoever. And with no one inside, that means there's fewer eyes watching over this neighborhood. For looters, the very sight of carnage means cash. Criminals were already seen perusing through the rubble not even a day after the disaster. People who live here in the Century 21 mobile community say not here.
You loot, we shoot.
Steve Perrell is one of many still living in their homes, even if it's damaged. If ransackers run into him, they'll meet something else as well.
That's a Colt 45 that they'll be meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Tonight, we didn't see any of that, likely because we weren't the only ones patrolling the streets. Lee County Sheriff's deputies are out in several communities, whether you see them or they see you.
We had the police set here all night at the gate. They stayed there all night, so that was good.
To top it off, crooks might have a hard time cracking through the gate. Security is standing by all night, checking every car that comes in.
Somebody stopped me and asked if I live here.
While some might think this debris is just up for grabs, remember, you might get more than what you bargained for.
Not a good idea for them. Not a good idea at all. You loot, we shoot.
Yeah, deputies here tell me they'll be here around the clock tonight along with security. Now, Peter, Brenna, that also goes for Tropicana Mobile Home Park, which is just down the street. Another community just devastated by this tornado on Sunday. I'm reporting live in Fort Myers. Gage, Goulding, NBC2.